In love and memory, rest in peace, Michael Johnson, my only brother. Do you remember our last conversation together? I mean, regardless of the signs, I had no idea that it'd be our last time together. I was fresh home from prison. I think it was Salad Day. And you of all people knew I was doing dirt from the gate and hated seeing me doing bad. I think you had told me you loved me more times than I've ever heard you say it before. I just wish I would have knew at the time I wouldn't be able to hear you say it no more. I love you too, big bruh. It's taken me 6 years to find the courage to pick up a pen, but then again, when I did write, it never came out right or worthy enough to dedicate to you. I mean, after all we had been through, I've been sick, big bruh. I ain't never imagined my life without you in it. It's still hard to believe that you're gone. My whole life I always had my big brother to depend on. There hasn't been a moment to pass me by where you haven't crossed my mind, let alone a day. I always find myself remembering our unforgettable memories of things you used to say. The different lessons you taught me weren't never taught in vain. Through each one of my childhood struggles, your shoulder was always there to cry on to help endure the pain. One of the coldest winters ever that I can remember, you got me out the street. I remember the shoes I had on were 2 sizes small, so as I took them off, by that hotel heater, I had blister-covered feet. The very next day, you took me shopping, brand new everything from head to toe. While we ate lunch at McDonald's, you was like, little bro, we ain't got to live like this no more. You rescued me without even knowing me, which is how our story begins. I was only a child, and for that you refused to allow the cold streets of the town to make me another forgotten victim. You kept a roof over my head when I was left behind. Instantly, I became your only baby brother, and you made sure to let everyone know out there on the grind. You made your first trip to prison by the time I turned 15. I cried damn near every time you called home, unashamed, because you meant the world to me. You always seemed to understand that the heart-to-heart you always gave me when you encouraged me to stop what I was doing because it was time for me to change. But when you saw I was going in one ear and out the other, you understood me, because you understood the stage. Some of our most precious memories were born and nurtured on the coldest streets and most gutter grinds. Smoking blunts, we laughed until our side ached. All-nighters on back streets, rock for rock, our family time. Every morning we met up at Denny's, our favorite breakfast spot. Remember when we had to sit in that thing for about 8 hours because the block was hot? I think it was indictment season or something. Or what about my first girlfriend? Well, at least I thought she was. When you broke the news, despite my debate and dispute, you was like, bruh, she cute, but she's a prostitute. Remember how devastated I was? When you got married the first time, you made me your best man, and I was the first one to make a toast. I remember being happy for you, but deep inside it was bittersweet. After all, I was losing my only brother, and I loved you the most. I ended up getting married in the county jail on my way to prison, possession for sales. You couldn't be there because you had warrants, so we did the wedding on speakerphone. By the time I said I do, me and you were the ones who cried. Then you threatened my wife like, you better stand by her side. No longer than a week later, we were in the county jail together, and everyone knew better to get into it with either one of us. A one-on-one with you and me, somebody was getting jumped. I've always idolized you, big bruh. Never forgotten and loving memory, you're the one who told me everything I know. I apologize for not being there to say goodbye or to see you go. Every day I feel you with me, watching over me. You showed up in countless dreams. Nothing the same without you, but how it's supposed to seem. We never let anyone come between us. We never turned on each other. Forever I'm lost without you, big bruh. My only brother.